biggest mistake in a proposal is to start writing about your company. People don't care about what you know and who you have actually dealt with. Never send a proposal on email. Never send a proposal on WhatsApp. What are you supposed to do when you have a proposal? You should always present it to the customer. In love relationships, don't try to close through the phone. Don't say I love you through the phone. Say it when you are meeting someone. When you say it face to face, it has got more value than when you send it on email, than when you say it on WhatsApp. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jerry More Nyazungu, aka the Chartered Vendor. Thank you so much for supporting our podcast. So I'm so excited. And today, I just have a simple topic which I want to talk about. And I want to talk about sales, because sales runs in my veins. Ever since when I was a vendor, I used to sell, and I want to continue selling, because selling, that's where the business is, because sales is the lifeblood of an organization. An organization which knows how to sell, an organization which is aggressive in sales, that organization will never fail. So what I want to say to you guys is I want to talk about why you should always write a proposal. And I've noticed that most of the companies during my consultation, rarely companies do write proposals. Especially when you are in the business, you're in the service industry, it's key for you to outline a proposal. So when do you exactly write a proposal? So you have prospected for a client, you have done your fact finding, you now know what the client needs. You now know what the client wants. You go there, you select a product, you demonstrate to the customer. After demonstrating to the customer, that's where exactly you are supposed to write a proposal. For example, you're in the business of selling softwares. So why are you writing a proposal? When you're writing a proposal, you're now saying whatever you were actually saying in words, it's now being done in what? Whatever you have been telling the customer. So we are now saying stop telling. You are now what? Writing everything which you're actually telling customers. Are you getting it? So you, for example, I've showed you my software. It works CRM, it works in accounts. I've also told you that I can deliver this project in 2 weeks. I've also outlined your responsibility as a customer and my responsibility in delivering that software to you. So as soon as I'm done with that, what am I supposed to now do? I'm now writing and outlining it in a proposal. The biggest mistake in a proposal is to start writing about your company. People don't care about what you know and who you have actually dealt with. But most importantly, of paramount importance, talk about the customer. So when you're writing a proposal at the top, actually write an executive summary about the customer. What do they do? What are their needs? What are the problems? And what are you going to be solving as a customer, as a company? Now, you're now listing the challenges which the customer is actually facing. Then you come out with outlining the solutions and how the methodology of how you're going to be solving all these problems. So when you package it in a proposal, and why a proposal is also very, very important. You see, when you're selling, you're telling people, and what you usually say, people don't believe what you say better than what you're going to write. So when you're now writing everything, why are you now writing? When you're writing everything, you're now saying whatever I was telling you, I'm now putting it into writing, which makes it so authentic. So when you write everything, so if you look at it, a proposal, it's helping you as a selling tool, because you're now saying whatever I've said to you, I'm now putting it into writing. So most of the times I've noticed that we are competing for a deal. My competitor doesn't write a proposal. I write a proposal, I win. And the proposal is going to help because you are leaving a customer with something to decide on. If you just walk away with whatever you're actually mentioning to the customer without writing it, when you write it down, you are giving them an opportunity to actually go through that proposal before they make a decision. Probably they also wanted to go and show other decision makers they've got something on their table. They've got something on their email. They've got something they are going to decide on. So a proposal is key. A proposal is of paramount importance. So please, you need to write a proposal. And why are you also writing a proposal? Besides it being a selling tool, I've had an encounter whereby I was dealing with this other customer. Then we've agreed on everything, on money, timelines, everything. He paid. As we were now doing the project, problems started. The client is now saying, no, Jerry, we agreed that the user acceptance test is supposed to be done before you pay this. Then I said, oh, let us look at the proposal. So a proposal is also acting as a contract, and make sure always that the customer signs the proposal and you also sign the proposal. And when you want them to sign, don't say sign, just say, I want you to endorse this paperwork. When they endorse that paperwork are now acts as a contract. So a proposal will also help you in terms of when you're now getting into disputes with your customers. So a proposal is very important. And what I also want to say, when you're writing a proposal, make sure that it's speaking to the customer, it's speaking to their whatever you actually discussed in previous meetings. Did you know the same way people struggle with love relationships is the same way they struggle with sales? Think about the process of prospecting for that special someone, trying to impress them by selling yourself. Did you know you have to go through a similar process to win over customers? The book Sales Equals to Mjolo is evidence of how sales and love relationships are quite similar. It is the story of a doctor looking for the ideal wife for himself, but the narrative is also compared to how sales work. So when you read this book, you not only get educated, but also entertained. Read the book and you can just increase your chances of making more sales or improving your love life. To order your copy, you can get in touch using the contact information showing on the screen.
When we think about protecting wealth, most people think of the rich. But the truth is, every family, whether big or small, deserve and can benefit from a family trust. A trust is simply a legal structure that safeguards your property, your house, your land, your business, and ensures it transitions smoothly to your children. Without a trust, your assets may get caught up in disputes, debts, or even vanish before your children can benefit. A trust removes that risk. It sets a clear roadmap for the future. It's not about being wealthy, it's about being wise. Anyone can set up a family trust, teachers, farmers, or small business owners, because preserving what you worked for is important. A family trust is more than paperwork. It's a peace of mind and a gift to the next generation.
And one of the most important things which I usually see salespeople blowing and they make mistakes, never send a proposal on email. Never send a proposal on WhatsApp. What are you supposed to do? When you have a proposal, you should always present it to the customer. Present it online, virtually, or you have to present it physically. Why presenting it is important? When you send me a proposal with a written figure, mostly I just go to the last page and I'll just judge you on the price. So no matter if you're going to send it, and even if you emphasize that the customer must read, they always focus on the bottom line, which is the price. So if you are sending a proposal accompanied with a quotation, trust me, your customer is just going to focus on the figure, and they are never going to see whatever you have outlined in the proposal. So please present the proposal. When you present the proposal, you leave the proposal with the customer. So it's a must. Always present your proposal. When you present your proposal, you're also increasing your chances of closing a deal. In my book, Sales Equals to Mjolo, by the way, I've got a seminar which is coming up on this Thursday. That's the 25th of September. 24th of September, I'll be talking to most of the sales people in Harare, and we'll be talking about Sales Equals to Mjolo. So even in sales, in love relationships, don't try to close through the phone. Don't say I love you through the phone. Say it when you are meeting someone. When you say it face to face, it has got more value, than when you send it on email, than when you say it on WhatsApp. So I'm saying when you say it physically, it's going to give you more advantages, because when a customer doesn't understand what's in the proposal, they can also ask, why are you charging us this much? Where are the license fees? You are putting it in the proposal. So always, when you're in sales, remember to write a proposal, and especially when you are selling something, especially services, always write a proposal. Don't wait for the customer to first ask for a proposal, but I want you to always write a proposal. Thank you so much. Until it's next time, please make sure that you get into my comment section. Ask as many questions as you can. Also comment. But remember, a proposal is going to work a magic. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Until it's next time, it's Jerry More Nyazungu out. Remember to subscribe. Remember to subscribe. I know that you guys are not subscribing. 60-something% are not subscribing. When you subscribe, you help us to grow this channel. Thank you so much.